Good.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to Team Radiance and our Thursday night special call that introduces a spring into summer 90-day transformation. And this is where we are nearly in summer, so we're moving through spring very quickly. Welcome to those of you who have been invited by some of my dear sisters here. They care about you, I can tell, and that's why you're here. And so my name is Nirankar, and I'm delighted to be here with all of you. We this this is a I find this to be a really special community, a community who has a big joint heart, a heart for changing people's lives. And so this 90-day spring into summer transformation for me is really about giving people all kinds hope and support and community and inspiration and all of those really beautiful terms that come along with transformation. So we're glad you're here, and we have a couple of really amazing stories to tell you tonight about how these superfood protocols have impacted our lives. And so I will just start by saying that about a year and a half, a year and a half ago, a little more, um, I was introduced to a set of products that I was like, let me try them myself. And over over a couple of months, I was like, these are really good for me. I feel great. And so I'd like to introduce my sisters here that are going to tell a little bit about their experience with these products. And um, I just want to welcome you and say again that the mission of us as a collective here in this Zoom room aligns with the mission of the greater company, which is to alleviate human suffering. And suffering comes in so many shapes and sizes. But really, boiling down that suffering to how we feel physically, how we're processing mentally, and how we're supported financially really can take care of a lot of suffering, right? And I think we each have that in our heart, is to uplift each other, uplift people, uplift moms, uplift women, uplift brothers and fathers, and to live their best life. And so that's what we are about. That's why we have invited you here. So I would like to let me just outline a little bit about what's going to happen tonight. We're going to, the first half hour, we're really going to talk about health and how these products can have an effect physically and mentally. And then the second half, we're going to talk about a business opportunity with these products. And so if you're here primarily to learn about the health aspects, then we're going to do that first, and feel free to jump off. But I do welcome you to just hang on for the wealth part, the business side of things, because the two really go hand in hand. And at first, I didn't understand that, but I'm starting to really understand and embrace that capacity and the beauty that exists in this model and in this community sharing capacity. So first, I would just want to say briefly that the owners, the co-founders of this company, Dave Sandoval and Amy Venner, I've recently heard them speak, not face to face, but And when I heard them speak and really had heard them share from their heart about their mission to alleviate human suffering and how they're going about it in their own way, I was so in alignment with how they spoke, with how they shared. And so I think that will come through in the shares that are about you're about to experience. So without any more delay, on the physical spectrum, I just want to list a few things that I know I've personally experienced in my own clients. I am a transformational health coach, and my clients, my family, my community has experienced things like better sleep, more vibrant skin, weight loss, in some cases, weight gain, and reduction in inflammation and aches and pains, an increase in energy and vitality, improved digestion, and then, which you're going to hear more about tonight, this ability to want to get back to working out and at a level that you used to work out 20 years ago. I know that is part of my story. So I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to first pass the baton over to my dear sister, Jo. You know, what I've loved about this is that I have now community and sisters all over the planet that I feel so aligned with. And to watch them shine and grow and live into their vitality is like so fun. And that's what I've experienced with Jo. I love your leadership, I love your voice, and I'm so glad you're here with me.
Thank you so much, Nirankar. It's an honor to be here with you this evening, and I can definitely attest to some of the things that you said that you've yourself experienced. I know before my nutrition reset, most of my life I have suffered with gut dysbiosis, digestive issues, migraines, daily headaches, to the point where I was taking pain medication like almost every day. In the last several years, I've had chronic inflammation and bladder pain, also known as cystitis. And, doctors just they don't have a clue what to do. All they do is run tests and they try to, sell me medications, which at some point in my life back in 2009, I actually had internal bleeding, and I almost died. So I definitely got a second chance at life. Was I hesitant to try any of these products? Honestly, I wasn't. And the reason why I wasn't was because I was doing a lot of praying and meditating that there had to be something else for me. And I had kind of went public on Facebook, explaining some, situation that I was having. And my dear, sweet, sweet friend, Kahina, reached out to me and she told me her health transformation and how this protocol changed her life and enriched her health. And, I knew like this was something that was in alignment with what I was calling into my life. And without hesitation, like I automatically I knew that was meant for me. And so honestly, like within the first 30 days of doing the nutrition reset, I immediately started having better energy. I had less brain fog. I actually ended up losing 15 pounds of, just extra weight and a lot of inflammation. I noticed right away, like my daily headaches started decreasing. I think I had like maybe one bad headache the whole time that I was on the detox. And as my body was releasing toxins and absorbing the nutrients, my bladder just like, it just healed, and I wasn't going into this with any expectations. I just put my heart into it and I believed 100% that this nutrition is what my body needed. Especially, being anemic, I already have deficiencies that I battle, so chronic pain and cystitis and inflammation and migraines and headaches and so on. It's kind of just been a norm for me, and like my mental health has, you know, kind of taken a dive over the years, just because I don't feel that great, you know? And so I could say like I rarely have headaches now. I rarely take pain meds now. I might have a migraine like every few months, if that. And the best part for me is that like my chronic pain has decreased and my bladder has healed to the point where I'm excited to eat spicy salsa again. Like I can have oranges and orange juice and cacao, you know, things that for years I wasn't able to have because I would be in so much pain. Last year I started doing mounted archery on horseback, and I fell in love with it, and I had to stop because anytime I rode a horse, I felt miserable that night. And I just thought, you know, I can't keep doing this to myself. And the best thing I love about these simple protocols is once you incorporate it in your life, it's so easy. Like my body craves the nutrition. Like it's instantly improved my physical health, therefore my mental health has improved, my digestion has improved, my bladder doesn't hurt anymore. And the fact that I don't take pain meds every day, that to me is a win. And just being part of this community has been the biggest blessing, and I couldn't be more happy, and I am so grateful for each and every one of you.
Thank you so much for sharing. Yeah,
Thank you for Thank you for holding this container and space for us to do so.
yeah. Woo! So good. I want to just highlight this special 90-day process that we have, because I remember that in the first 30 days I knew something was different, but in our medical paradigm, you know, a lot of our culture is used to taking a medicine and getting instant results. Like, okay, take away my migraine and take away my pain. And with this, the body, when it's allowed to heal itself, when it's given the nutrients that it needs to heal itself, it's a little bit of time. And so that's why we are focusing on this 90-day container. And I think that most of us experienced a similar situation where we knew we had something special, but as we continued, it just gets richer and richer. And so committing to 90 days is a
It's like she's between the worlds or something, huh?
Yeah, I think she got frozen. Let's see. Guess we'll wait a minute to see if she comes back on. And then I think Maria, you were gonna share too, right? Okay.
So I guess I'll start my share so we're not just sitting staring. I'm actually super excited about sharing this because I came from a pre-transformation where I had my transformation about 12 years ago. And from a plant-based diet and eating all the healthy things and taking all the chemicals out, I had a laundry list of health issues and was able to heal everything. What I didn't know is that there was another level of amazingness. Sorry, he's getting notifications. Oh, there she is. Okay. But I'll just continue. So I didn't know there was another level of health that I had never experienced before. And I'm actually just coming first day off of doing a complete ULT for the first time. And so I literally, and this is why I wanted to share this, because I'm 49 years old. I am a grandma. I have run 3 times this is my third, I think third run since September. I haven't run in a few months. So the other day I went out and I went for a run and I felt so amazing. I literally just randomly did a 10K with no training, and I've never been able to do this before. So this isn't like something that I used to be able to just do. I used to start off, I used to take a break and then I would start off at 2 miles and 3 miles for like 3 weeks, then work my way up to 4 miles for like 3 weeks. And that is how I used to do it. And I have felt so much energy and so good. I literally couldn't stop running. I was like, I don't want to stop. I feel so amazing. And I was like, why not just go for it? Because I have my little step thing. I'm like, why not just go for a 10K today? And so I just did. And I'm certain I could have gone further if I wanted to. And the next day, I have no like soreness, nothing. My legs did not feel like I ran 6.2 miles at all, like nothing. And I'm not in shape, right? And so I always know that is from what I'm fueling my body with, but there's no other explanation for what I was able to do other than the cleansing all of the biometric that I took, right? A lot of biometric through the cleanse, right? And all the power shakes and it just nourishes you on such a level that I never understood before. Like when Dave talks about how how everything is picked when it's at its ripeness, and that's when it's like I just never truly understood that and never realized there was something better than, because I'm the girl who's just the organic raw foodie girl, the green juice girl, the whole thing. And I am blown away. Actually, the last week I also did a wild hike. I went on a 6-mile hike, all uphill, all up the rocks, all over the place. Random. I just kept going that day too, because I have so much energy to expend. Like it's I don't even know what to do with it. And so coming off the ULT was I was shocked. I'm shocked because I knew this and I believed it, but you have to experience it. And now that I've experienced it, I'm just like, imagine people, I can see how it would really help people's pain and arthritis. And just for the fact that I can do these things with like not feeling it, with no soreness, no tiredness, no nothing, right? And I'm 49 years old, so it doesn't even sound logical that that's possible. And I didn't train, like it sounds possible if you train for it, but to be able to just roll out of bed and be like, I think I'll do a 10K today, just randomly do it is wild. So I just wanted to share that, and I'm going to be shouting all of that from the rooftops for like, and I've had some clients coming off of the 30 days too with very similar experiences and weight loss and inflammation reduction and all of that. So anyways, I'm so glad to be here with you all, and I love you guys so much. And thank you so much for allowing me to share that experience, because it's like I have to get it out. So thank you guys.
So glad. Maybe we can run 10K together and raise money for something fun, Maria.
Yes,
Um,
definitely.
So I wanted to close out this health part of our meeting tonight, our group, just sharing a little bit about this 90-day transformation with the ultimate lifestyle transformation, which is a 30-day process. You, by participating in that with us, you receive the support of this community through a Facebook group, and you receive 5 products that work synchronously together. And so get with whoever invited you tonight, and they will explain the details. Certainly, if you have questions, feel free to put them in the chat tonight, and one of us will jump on and answer any questions that you have, along with the private Facebook group and the support of all of us. There's also an accountability process that if you do want to start working out like Maria has, and you're drawn to expel some of this energy in a way that gains muscle or allows you to do cardio for miles at a time, then there's also a group that is holding each other accountable to these workouts, and they're putting some money in monthly, and they're posting about their workouts. And then at the end, or at the beginning of each month, I guess, there's a drawing for the month past. And so if you would like details about that, then that's another way that we can hold each other accountable and inspire and support each other. So please, reach out to the person who invited you, and they will be able to explain it more and more. They'll be able to give you a discount code on the products. And they are the same products that Maria just spoke about. And they, as I said, there are 5 of them, and they work together. So I'm going to start to shift gears. Is there anything anyone wants to mention about the health and mental aspects of this 90-day transformation that we're talking about? Any gaps that you see? Any questions from those of you who aren't familiar with the process? Real quick, I'll describe the products for you a little bit. Of the 5 products, there's a very digestible protein source that is a super aminos that is quickly made accessible to the body through the bloodstream. Those are called super aminos. Those are the first thing you do in the morning. And then the second thing are shakes, and the shakes are grown in regenerative soil. They are wind dried. These products are beyond organic. They are triple tested for any herbicides, pesticides, metals, anything. And so they are and they're real food. And so they are really accessible to the body, and they taste great, I have to say. And so that's the second product. The third is called Biomedic, and it removes an herbicide called glyphosate that is found in our food system, in our water, in our air. Glyphosate, if you are just learning about it for the first time, again, get with the person who invited you here, and they can share a little bit more about glyphosate. It is an herbicide in Roundup that's been used on our farmlands for many decades. And it takes a toll on our digestion, on our gut microbiome, and therefore leads to a lot of other complications with our health. So Biomedic is the third product. The fourth is called Apothecary, and it's a tart cherry juice that we drink at night. It helps with naturally occurring melatonin, and also it takes care of free radicals when we sleep. And so that we take at night, called Apothecary. It's delicious. And then the fifth product is called Super Cleansar, which is a parasite cleanse, also aids in the healing of your microbiome and the releasing of any parasites, typically done toward the latter end of the 30 days so that the body can then release everything that it's ready to release. So that's a quick rundown of the products. So any questions, any thoughts before we shift to the financial resourced wealth support of this model, of why we're here together as a community and what that can do for us as women, and how it actually pulls us out of a system that isn't working for a lot of us out there? And it gives us another model, another way to share our gifts that is not in the dollars for our paradigm. We can do it here and there. We can do it anywhere. And we do it in support of each other. So I'll just pause there, make sure there aren't any other questions. Right. So welcome to those of you who I may not have seen, because I was like, we never lose power. I was like, suddenly everything went black. I was like, this isn't the best time for that, but okay. So I'm glad that we made someone else co-host, so everything was still running. So my name is Nirankar, and we're going to shift the energy of this call to this wealth opportunity, to this business opportunity. So if you're here and you're still with us, then you have the opportunity to receive a sharing code that will then give you the chance to make money while coaching and sharing and relieving human suffering yourself to the people that you know and care about and are going to meet, that you're ready to know and care about. So in this process, there's a beautiful, I find that the business model that that the owners of this company have chosen helps on so many levels. I love developing relationships personally. Like, I love networking. I love bringing women together. I love getting to know people. So it feels like it was I was born for this. It helps me get over any things that keep me like hiding and scared, because this is what we do. And so those are just some aspects that I love about this. I mean, I love that that women or people on my team have the opportunity. There's like no ceiling of the amount of money they can make beyond me. It's all based on how much we're each individually willing to grow and get out of our comfort zone and really fall into what we value and what we believe in, and really find our own voice, find our own capacity to articulate what we are here on the planet to do. So that's really fun to step into this other aspect of these products, because I believe in them so much that I'm really happy to shout it from the rooftops. And then when I'm going to shout something from the rooftops, it's nice to be energetically compensated for that and have this energy start to flow for me and my team and my family and my friends and my sisters. So without me speaking more and more and more about this, I want you to hear from some other voices. And so I have a dear side by here, Kim, who I'm just getting to know. And I just love watching. And so from, we each get to see how each other does it. And it's so fun to learn in that way. And so I love watching Kim's exercise process, her vibrant, like shiny skin and smile, and just her willingness to show up and be here for each of us. So it's been a delight to get to know you, Kim, and I can't wait to hear how this opportunity has made an impact on your life.
Thank you, Nirankar. Well, the feeling is definitely mutual. I'm loving getting to know you better. I shall jump on a plane and come up to New Hampshire at some point and come and meet you. And yes, love being a part of this team. It's an honour, and it feels warm and fuzzy all the time. And it just feels like we're just getting closer and closer bonds as we go through this journey together. So it's really nice. I love it. Yeah, I started my Purium journey, I guess, about 5 years ago. A dear friend of mine introduced me to the products, and I watched her go through an amazing transformation. And some of you obviously here know Tal Kapoor. So since then, I've pretty much had the products in my life ever since, but I've kind of, gone in and out of actually being part of the Purium community, depending on what else was going on in my life. But I've religiously taken the products, and my health is just improved the longer I've been incorporating them into my nutrition. As it was awesome watching Maria just now talk about energy, because yes, each year it just seems to get accumulative, and I feel better and better, and gnarly things that used to bother me, plus the bigger health issues that I had have gone away. And I look back and think, oh my gosh, yes, I'd forgotten about that, and it's gone. So the energy and my mental acuity and my lack of pain and inflammation is all fantastic. I love it. So fast forward to COVID, and my husband's company basically decided that they didn't need an office anymore, and that everybody would work from home on an ongoing basis. And my daughter fell in love with she was in middle school at the time, and she fell in love with online school and the freedom and autonomy that provided her. She's a budding writer, so she loves having the extra time to be able to write, and lots of extracurricular stuff. And so as a family, we decided that we didn't need to be in LA, which is where we'd been living for the last 12 years, and that we could go pretty much wherever we wanted to. And I don't think I would have done that had I not known that it then allowed me to become part of this community in a much deeper way. And it was kind of there at the back of my mind that that's what I would do. But I don't think I quite realised how much I would become extremely passionate about it and really want to jump in with both feet. So anyway, so then we got here, and the lifestyle is amazing. It's much slower. We're in a very small town. Nothing like LA. Lots of people know everybody else, and everybody's really friendly and welcoming, and it's just a fantastic place to live. I love it. And it allowed me to really focus on my health and well-being and really decide what I wanted to do with myself. And I was definitely putting it out there into the universe that I wanted to shift into the health and fitness industry, which is what I've wanted to do for years and never had the gumption to do anything about it. And And lo and behold, about 5 months ago, I was asked by the local spin studio here to be an instructor, which I thought was pretty cool at 57 years old, that I had enough energy to take spin classes. And since then, I've also qualified as a TRX instructor, and I am also going to do nutrition. I'll talk about that a little bit in a sec. And will probably train as a personal trainer and a health coach. And on the other side of it, have thrown myself heart and soul into sharing Purium, because it's really made me realize that the energy that it's given me health-wise, but also the energy and the confidence that it's given me to completely change my lifestyle. And I think part of that comes from all of the nutrition that I'm putting into my body and my brain, but it's also this community that has made me realize that the sky's the limit, and that there's so much support there, and there's so much training, and that there's whatever questions I have or support that I need, or when I need somebody to give me a bit of a boost of confidence, then there's somebody there. And I am definitely in my early stages of getting involved in the Purium business, but I absolutely love it. It's very nice getting a check at the end of each week. But even without that, I think I feel incredibly rich at being a part of this community and this business. There you go. Thank you.
Love that. Thank you, Kim. I love that you feel like the idea for me that wealth is so, yes, there's the capacity to make a lot of money, but the wealth that I feel in this community is really beyond. The wealth that comes from understanding my own value and values, and then the confidence to speak it. There's just nothing more valuable to me, and I feel wealthy too. So thanks for sharing that. And I know we have another voice who will echo, I believe, what we're saying. And Amelia, I would love for you to speak a little bit about about the experience that you're having. I know that Amelia and I feel so aligned with, watching you chop wood and like really be on the land and getting down and dirty, and like just really this independence and this self sufficiency that I sense in you. And I just love watching that, and that you're really jumping in with this community and sharing so deeply from your heart. I love watching it. So thank you for being here and sharing your voice.
Oh, thank you, Nirankar. That was a lovely intro. I really appreciate that. And I'm so happy to be here with you all. And like Nirankar said, I'm Amelia. I live in the Pacific Northwest. I live on an island in the Salish Sea. And I live on the land of the Coast Salish people and the Suquamish people. And it's very rainy here today. I live in a temperate rainforest, so it's really wonderful to get to grow an abundant garden and have all this rain here. It's not something I want to take for granted ever. So I am a wellness warrior, and I am so happy to be amongst others who are exciting health and wellness, because that is my passion and that is my purpose in life. And so I'm here to speak about that. I'm also a businesswoman. I studied international business in college. And I also have a master's degree in international policy and relations. and I studied the policy of food and how the policy of food affects the socioeconomic conditions all over the world. And so I've really been passionate about the topic of food, the health of food. And I have been working on my PhD in holistic nutrition. So I'm what you would call ABD, all but dissertated. And which will be my cookbook, which is coming out sometime in the near future. My focus is local, seasonal, vegetarian food. And well, I used to work for the government, and then I didn't feel content on a day-to-day basis. I didn't really feel like I was making much of a difference every day. And somehow, well, I moved to this island and I started selling little homemade burritos up and down the ferry line. Like at, I don't know if you've ever been to a Grateful Dead show, but that's where the idea came from. And I would make 70 burritos a day, local, seasonal, vegetarian burritos. And I would sell out with a pocket full of cash. I got this great reputation. And somebody asked me if I would buy the main cafe in town. And somehow it worked out, and I opened Emily's Vegetarian Cafe and Juice Bar. And my business degree came in very handy, owning and operating juice bar. Business isn't really my passion. Food is more my passion, but since I've been an entrepreneur my whole life, you know, you have to roll with the business, and I'm really into numbers, and so business is actually fun for me when you know there are numbers involved. So after I sold the cafe, I've been a chef, mainly whole foods, cooking for large groups. For example, I would cook for a women's group for the summer solstice and for 4 days. And my crew and I would cook for 150 people. And since the COVID, back up, rewind, since this long winter we've been having, I haven't been cooking for groups. I haven't been doing my personal chefing. And I've been focusing more on my garden and being at home and tending to my own health and wellness. And I don't want to talk about illness anymore. I want to talk about health. I want to talk about wellness. I want to talk about feeling good. I want to talk about a proper perspective. I want to talk about sustainable lifestyle. Which brings me to my evaluation of this business. I feel like I have really high standards in regards to regenerative agriculture, in regards to sustainable business practices. And this company takes all those things into consideration. This business aligns with my values, and I am able to have right livelihood, still grow my garden, still go hiking, still live on my island, and I'm not working dollar for hour as a cook. And I'm just here to share this exciting message and these products and this protocol, which has up-leveled my life so much. I'm not going to go into my health story, and I'm super grateful to have the clarity, to have more energy, to not be dragging my body around, to not be anemic anymore, even though I eat tons and tons of salad and kale. So this business is allowing me so much freedom for me to live the life of my dreams.
Yay. Live.
And I'm super grateful. Thanks for hearing my story.
Yeah. So happy to hear it. And I know that I can speak for all of us that we all want this for others, to live the life of their dreams and be so passionate about what they get to do with their time and be fully resourced doing it. And so thank you, Amelia. Thank you so much. So I want to share a little bit about this business for those of you who might be considering it. If you are watching the replay, or if you're here and considering it, then a couple of things you should know with your products of the 30-day transformation. You essentially can buy into the business with the products, so there's no extra cost. It's so just think about that. Like, you're buying your own business for the cost of a 30-day transformation for your health. Like, what better model for that, I think. And so there's no additional cost. And with that business, you're getting all of us as a support team, because we come together at least weekly. And now we come together on other occasions to share our stories and to really uplift each other. And so we're always learning about how to put ourselves out there on social media, how to make reels, how to update our bio on social media, how to be really good at customer service, how to be really good coaches, nutritional and fitness coaches and health coaches and business coaches. And like, it is, each of us are up leveling our own life together. And so that's what you get with this business. You also get opportunities. This is an amazing compensation plan. In the first 10 days, you could have most of your products, like a third of your products, paid for just in a bonus, not even including the compensation, the commission plan. So you receive 20% of anything anyone buys with your discount code. And then there's an opportunity to go fast and to share and to just, get excited. And there's actually, excuse me, after the 10 days, there's an opportunity to then the next month receive another $400 bonus, and then the next month another $1,000 bonus. And the beautiful thing is that whoever shared this with you, they're getting those bonuses too. So it's like team. I love this about this. Like, it's just team all around you. You get to collaborate. You get to like help each other. And so what you're getting are free trainings in the form of this. You get, someone shared with me today, she's like, who made your graphic? I just shared the graphic that Tal shared, the graphic for this event. And she's like, how I love that I was like, no, I didn't do that. But that's part of the benefit, is that we all bring a gift. And so someone who can make a great graphic was like, oh, okay, then I can build on that and invite people to this Zoom with that graphic. And like, what could be better? So it's like you're getting a team you're with the business. You're also, gosh, I'm going to have to check my notes because I'm going off on a tangent here. So you get corporate trainings. So Purium itself wants you to succeed. We're getting incentives on how to share the products, there's incentives all the time. Like the other night, my name was in some drawing, and all of a sudden I'm getting texts from my mom and Stephanie, like, you won $500. I was like, huh? How'd I do that? So just it seems like there's surprises coming at every turn, and so that's really fun. Like, the owners of this company want you to succeed, and it's so clear because the compensation plan is really fun. And it's I remember having a mentor. Actually, Amelia knows her. I have a business mentor, and she's always like, have fun with money. like the idea of like, let play with it, like let it be a fun part of your life. And in some ways, this opportunity helped me really fall into that. Like, how much fun can I actually have spreading good? Like, it's so that's another thing that you get are these perspectives, these mindset shifts that are really fun to feel into. So with these group events, there's a built-in accountability. You know, Stephanie is really one of the leaders of this team. She is who brings us all together. And she's a business coach and she's a spiritual mentor. And so if you haven't met her yet, you probably will along the way. And I think that when you buy the business and get her mentorship, it's really pretty priceless. And so another thing that comes with this, it really is a transformational company. So all of what I've described is entrepreneurship, transformation as a practice, as a spiritual practice. And I love that part of what you get here too. So you're transforming your health and you're transforming your wealth by really stepping into your own confidence and your own value. So the company, I also want to share that social media is a big part of what we do. And so so Purium, this superfood company, Dave and Amy, they see the value in finding your confidence on social media. And so they actually, in the first 3 months of your signing on with the business, they give you points, they reward you for going live on social media and really spreading your reach and getting your voice out there. And I know that that's been a growing point for me and probably for some of you too. But to have that as an incentive has been really beautiful. So I want to be on time and close this out. If you're catching us on the replay, then thank you for sticking with us and hanging in there, and reach out to the person. They will probably be reaching out to you, but whoever invited you, whoever shared this replay with you, then get in touch with them and see what, and they're going to ask you what resonated. So just begin to reflect on that. What's resonating for you about this opportunity? And then join us on the 90-day transformation. Join us at least on the 30-day and try the ULT and see how it affects your life. And while you're at it, you can buy the business right away and join us. So thank you so much for coming, and it's been a pleasure to all be together tonight. And I'm gonna stop the recording. Before I do, oh funny, I have someone who's coming in that's a friend of mine who I think got the timing a little off. So hi Pamela, welcome.
Thank you. Oh my God.
So we are about to close out. Are there any questions, any thoughts, any last minute things that I haven't brought up before we turn off the recording? All right, beautiful. Well, I'm going to stop the recording. Take care, be well, and thanks for being here.